Hey there guys, I'm Manakel, welcome to Outlast. I wanted to play this game again for some time now. After Amnesia, I wanted to play another horror game. I was trying to decide if I want to play this or if I want to play Dead Space. And even though Dead Space is fun, the first two games, not the third, because the third is a fucking shooter, not a horror game. I feel Outlast is better because it's genuinely scary for me. Like, it's one of the few games that I actually get scared in. So I will be shitting my pants a lot probably here. I'm gonna be playing first the regular game and then Whistleblower. Whistleblower is basically a prequel. It's a DLC that it starts as a prequel and ends after the story of the main game. So it kinda has a longer time span in it. Even though it's, I think, a bit shorter, but basically the timing in the game in Whistleblower, if I understand correctly the ending of Whistleblower, it ends after the main game ends. So it's quite weird, and it starts before the main game starts. So let's play the normal campaign first, and later we're gonna be playing Whistleblower. I'm gonna be playing on hard. I don't really want to play on like insane or nightmare. I don't even know what the real difference is. I remember I played the game once before I even started streaming, I think, and I played on hard and I had a good time. I don't want to play on higher difficulties because after Alien Isolation, which I played on the highest difficulty, I got so annoyed in Alien Isolation because of not because of the game being bad, but because I think of the difficulty being just too punishing, that I really didn't enjoy Alien Isolation on the highest difficulties. So I don't want to spoil my fun. I want the game to be scary, but I want also the game to be entertaining, not only, you know, oh, I died again, because I feel if you die too much in a horror game, if you're feeling that you're gonna die you know that you're gonna die over and over in a spot, I think the game gets kinda boring and loses the scare it should provide. So let's start. Outlast contains intense violence, gore, graphic sexual content, and strong language. Please enjoy. You are Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter whose ambition is about to earn him an intimate tour to hell on earth. Always willing to risk digging into the stories no other journalist would dare investigate, you will seek out the dark secrets at the heart of Mount Massive Asylum. I love the name of this place, Mount Massive Asylum. Stay alive as long as you can, record everything. You are not a fighter to navigate the horrors of Mount Massive and expose the truth. Your only choices are to run, hide, or die. I really like the physics engine, by the way, in this game, and the modeling. You will notice, if you played this game, you know that already, but if you didn't play this game earlier and you will be just watching this, you'll notice that when you, for example, crouch or move behind a corner and lean, you see it's normal now to see legs of your characters and arms of your characters when they do something, but it's not that common yet for you to be, if you're playing a FPS game and a first-person perspective game, basically, maybe not FPS, it's not that common to see your body movement, your character's body movement, as you, for example, lean, as you crouch, as you, just stay close to a corner. It's not too often to see your hand close to a wall when you're leaning. You don't know me. Have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Markov Psychiatric Systems facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs. I am very much breaking right now, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening there. Don't understand it. Don't believe half of the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep. Finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt at Markov, and Markov is making money. It needs to be exposed. Another trusty camera. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would never go into a building like this. Why couldn't I go in here normally? That was weird. I think the sensibility is a bit too high. Give me a second, guys. I start feeling sick just looking at this place. Mount Massive Asylum shut down amid scandal and government secrecy in 1971, reopened by Markov Psychiatric Systems in 2009 under the guise of a charitable organization. Cell phone reception cut off abruptly a mile out, more like a jammer than lost signal. The Markov Corporation has a long track record of disguising profit as charity, but never on American soil. Whatever they thought they could get out of this place has to be big. Might finally be the story that breaks the bastards. So we learn a bit about the company behind this asylum, but we're gonna learn much more later on. Like I said, I already played this game once, and it was a long time ago, so I will probably remember some things, right? But definitely I'm not gonna be remembering everything. How? You can see the hand of our character and how we're moving. I really like the way the character moves in this game. You can really feel that it gives you a really big immersion feeling. Wait a sec. Not here, right? And we got our night vision. Okay. I'm checking if the controls are working properly. Not scary. At least for now. It's fun that you can slowly open and close doors. It's very useful sometimes, actually. Were there any documents here or something like that? Guess not. Therapy status. Patient claims to have progressed to self-directed lucid dream state. Diagnostic. So they were basically testing on making tests on people involving dreams and trying to unlock something in people while they are dreaming. Billy asked about the status of his mother's lawsuit against Markov and the asylum. This represents a catastrophic breach in security, despite Billy's claims that he discovered the truth in the blood dreams of Dr. Traeger. Note, the only Traeger on company records, one Richard Traeger, is an executive from MRD. All orderlies and security personnel must be questioned and video security improved to include analytical biometrics. So yeah, like I said, they are experimenting on people, and we can already see from the blood that it probably... Hello? It probably didn't go that well, huh? Don't remember there was a battery there, I think not. Well, this is not cool, huh? Yeah, this kinda looks very, very not cool. He's alive, man.
They killed us. You got out. The variants. You can't fight them. You have to hide. You can unlock the main doors from security control.
God.
Get the fuck out of this terrible place.
God almighty, look at all of those body parts and whoa. This game, I have to say, I really like this game, but it is incredibly disturbing in terms of... That big guy is not cool. And you'll see why. That's the biggest asshole through 90% of the game, I feel. And the guy that I'm terrified of most in the game. Nice hand sticking out, huh? You can see, by the way, in the corner that my batteries are running low. The big guy went here. Scripted but fucking scary. I knew that's gonna happen. And it still was scary.
And who are you, then? I see. Merciful God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son. You have a calling.
God, man. This is so uncool. All of this. This is, by the way, a note from ourselves. I'm inside, bodies everywhere, blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles behind a bar, dead Markov scientists hang from the ceiling. Their badges say Markov Advanced Research Systems. Markov's longtime MO has been to profit of the exploitations of supposed charity, fuck the third world and bankroll another billion. How did Markov think they would make money off a building full of crazy people? There's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig. Wait a sec. Sorry about that, my game got minimalized there. I have to read it again. I'm inside, bodies everywhere, blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles behind a bar. Dead Markov scientists hang from the ceiling. Their badges say Markov Advanced Research System. Markov's longtime MO has been to profit of the exploitations of supposed charity, fuck the third world and bankroll another billion. How did Markov think they would make money off a building full of crazy people? There's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig on a spit. Tells me to get the fuck out of here and dies. Would have been a good thing to hear. What? Would have been a good thing to hear when I still could leave the way I came. Yeah, it would. It actually would, bro. Wait a sec. Oh, this is another report. Yeah, there's a lot of story in memos like this, in things like this, if you want to read them. I usually just read through the more interesting parts. I'm probably not going to be reading out loudly most of them, because a lot of things here are kind of boring, but you can read about like some patients and some experiments they did. So basically finding the more important, interesting for you parts about the story is good here. This wasn't interesting in any way. Oh, I remember this level. This is gonna be... to be honest, all of this game is incredibly scary as fuck. But this is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna be just so fucking scary. If I only could escape through here, huh? Oh, this is about... like I said, there's a lot of info about things happening in the game and characters and events in infos like this, right? A lot. Most of things we learn actually from this. Not everything is interesting, but this is, for example, about Walker. If I remember correctly, Walker is the big guy that threw us off the upper level. Walker was interviewed in restraints following his self-inflicted mutilations. Restraints have had to be altered to accommodate his enormous size. Extensive dermal eruption and consistent with failed morphogenic engine cellular activity. He claims the skin ripped from his forehead allows for a truer way of seeing. Seems to have some boyhood experience with tuatara lizards and their parietal eyes. He has expressed anxiety about his flesh, specifically about his lips and nose. Attending orderlies should be advised to watch for further self-mutilations. The mental traumas he sustained while serving in Afghanistan seems to be retarding progression of the MA process. His predominant fixations, amplified by therapy, is a manic exaggeration of military security protocol, and continuous of both chemical and physical restraints is highly recommended. Yep, so this is the guy that's gonna be chasing us most of the time, which is such a scary guy. Like, I don't know why, but the guys that try to kill us in Amnesia, in Outlast, I'm sorry, are much more scary than the monster in Amnesia for me. Hey there, dude. You good? Yeah, you're not good, huh? I don't know why, but the guys that try to kill you here are just so much more scary for me. Hey there, bros. What's on? Oprah, you say, huh? Cool. I'll leave you alone. Yeah. I'm looking for batteries. Crowd of broken men watching a dead channel. They look like patients. They survived whatever happened here, but nobody's home. You guys keep watching TV, will you? Sorry I'm in your way, bro. You guys keep watching TV, I'm not gonna interrupt you. Yeah, you stay here and... Fuck you! Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. That was not cool at all. That was not cool. The witness. I'm already beat all to hell, picking broken glass out of my scalp, couple cracked ribs, nearly killed by a deformed giant. Looks like somebody tried to fuckstab his head with a cheese grater. He threw me through a wall, knocked me unconscious. I wake up and some douchey old man with a face like a alcoholic kiddie fiddler in a homemade priest outfit calls me his apostle. Not a job I asked for. There are words scrawled in blood everywhere. I'm getting an ugly feeling in my gut that the priest is writing them and for my benefit. Yeah. Kinda fucked up overall. This whole place is so disturbing. Who the fuck closed my door? Old man, get away. Shit. I know what's coming, so I'm gonna hide. You guys will see what's coming. Yep. Yep, that's coming. I don't know what the fuck that guy is supposed to be, but he is just terrifying for me. Like I said, I think he's much more terrifying for me than the enemies in Amnesia, the enemies in Alien Isolation. Big fucking guy. The big fucker is stalking me. Found a patient file for a Chris Walker, ex-military police. Several tours in Afghanistan. A lot of the blood in the place is on his hands, but not all of it. Hypnotic experimentation and research work was continued in Building 13 on the Mount Massive Preserve in Colorado using the following subjects. Okay, this is an interesting thing here to read. I'm actually gonna read it. Hypnotic experimentation, this. A hypnotic of the night before, a post-hypnotic of the night before was enacted. Mrs. Jackson and Pierce immediately progressed to a deep hypnotic state with no further suggestions. Miss Pierce was then instructed, having previously expressed a fear of firearms in any fashion, that she would use every method at her disposal to awaken Miss Jackson, now in a deep hypnotic sleep, and failing this, she would pick up a nearby pistol and fire it at Miss Jackson. She was instructed that her rage would be so great that she would not hesitate to kill Jackson for failing to awaken. Miss Peace carried out these suggestions to the letter, including firing the unloaded pneumatic pistol gun at Jackson and then proceeding to fall into a deep sleep. After proper suggestions were made, both were awakened and expressed complete amnesia of the entire sequence. Miss Peace was again handed the gun, which she refused in a awakened state to pick up or accept from the operator. She expressed absolute denial that that the foregoing sequence had happened. Yeah, so someone was doing, the FBI or something was doing, CIA was doing some hypnotic tests